Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. And this video, how many options which given you the trigger for positional trade. And also we are trying to find some opportunity on Polycap today. So 230, it went up to 316. That is the 3,500 call option. In a day, it moves more than 40%. And Sun Pharma, which gives us the trade opportunity, we are waiting for Tata Steel, Escorts, and HAL, and even IDFC First Bank for a new opportunity. And still, it's not triggered. We are waiting for this weekly opportunity. And these are all the things which we are going to discuss in this video. And if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe the channel to get more update on intraday and positional trading. Thank you for joining the session. Okay, so thanks for joining here. And this session, we are going to discuss about that advanced option strategy along with my Google Sheet. Using that Google Sheet, how we are finding out the breakout opportunities and how to use that Google Sheet for intraday. So many of them are asking about how to I use for intraday. Okay, so the main reason and logic by using this Google Sheet is based on my advanced option strategy. We have some content. So where we are teaching you 5 different strategies. There is a 4 edging strategies. One would be a naked strategy. They're based on edging along with the price movement. So that is what the main concept which you used. Okay, so how to use this Google Sheet? Already we have a paid content around 97. So after learning that Google Sheet, how we can use or how you can use. Okay, so we use based on our advanced strategy. We have to find out some entries. But you ask me how to use it. So you can apply your trading strategies. Maybe whatever the system, whether a buy sell indicator or something. Here in this tool, is simply finding out the trade opportunities, whatever the trade which present on any particular stock, or the list of stocks would be in the top list. That should be the breakout opportunity which we can find out. Maybe here after market hour we are looking at this. Maybe there is a lot of changes will be happen on this particular strike prices. But every day, end of the day, you can select top 10 stocks, and maybe you can add that strike price with your indicators or technical analysis, or even you can use any other methods. You can apply with that. From that, the top stocks also, there is a chances for getting a good profit by that particular stock. So let me give you some example how we can do for an intraday. The first concept, which simply you are waiting for a breakout. Once the breakout is triggered based on our concept, at least you can use something like 2 to 3,000 rupees reward as well as risk. That also you can focus whenever a fresh breakout which is happened. And the most important thing, the two things which we need to remember, the one is about the stock must be a liquid stock. Here is the scanner. It is not any buy sell tip service, and also it is not any buy sell tips providing system. It's about a scanner which helping you to scan the stocks from the uh, based on our conditions. Whatever the stock which is trading in the top list, there is an opportunity for a trade entry. So that we to focus that stocks may be going to get some opportunities on that particular stock, and intraday or even a positional that we already know about the strategy. We are using positional basis. That's not an issue. But intraday, we have to check that intraday system whether it is working or not. Okay, so you may use any indicator, but if I'm asking you, so better you can go for a super trend. That may be a suggestion. Okay, because here it is giving you the entry point and stop loss point. Based on the stop loss, you can make a target. So let me assume some of the stocks. Maybe around today we find out Polycab around 9:30 itself. We are filtering out the stock. From 190, we are tracking this 3,500 Polycab. So let me add that Polycab 3,500, and based on that super trend Polycab. Polycap 3,500 call should be the breakout. So where you can see in the 5 minutes time frame. So where we mark the level around 9:45, the entry got triggered around 10:45. So we predicted the stock when the market is trading around 190 level. So here is the level we are making the target. It's about my advanced option trading entry. So here is the point. Just a moment. So from 190 level, we are tracking this. Okay. So our breakout based on the advanced option entry is around 229, which we are using some concept. So if you have wished to learn that also, you can join in my classes. Maybe a recorded and one-to-one classes also available. So here is the point, we got an opportunity and it's nearing to the target. Still, it is not achieving my target. So based on our option, advanced option entry. So how did I use for an intraday? So we have a lot of concepts and scanners and screeners which used. Okay. So maybe if I'm going to focus the stock around 9:30. So if I'm simply using a super trend. So maybe today one of the guy who asking about this particular system, how I'm going to go for. So super trend and just a fine, whatever the time frame which is convenient, you can look at this. The stock would be from yesterday. It doesn't buy signal. Sorry, today morning at 9:15 on a 5 minutes time frame. It given you the buy signal, but at 5 minutes you will be getting lot of signals. Maybe 15 minutes you will be getting very few number of signals. But if you are looking at this particular stock, it's not buy from today. It is already in buy signal and now it is moving higher and higher. So currently now it is almost reached to that, but buy signal where it is generated around 121. So from 121, so but we don't see in the stock only this kind of time, only this point of movement only we are tracking the stock. At that time, if I'm looking for this around 9:30, 200, maybe at the time the super trend would be around 160, 30 pointers. If you are ready to take, then you can take. Or if you are tracking the stock from prior to that, that may be a good opportunity. For example, Tata Motor, I'm looking for yesterday. Okay, so yesterday by the opening itself it generated the entry point, not on yesterday and 7th. After that, still it is in negative mode. Today only it given you the opportunity, but we find today around 33, 34 level. Again, it went up to 38. But as per this scanner, if you are buying at this point, maybe tomorrow we can expect some higher side. Maybe you can use any time frame. So just for a suggestion. Okay. So even if you are using a 3 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever the time frame, 10 minutes, so many signals. But if you are using a signal very lesser time, because it's a stock options, normally it is low liquid. Okay, so better you can find out which time frame is suitable. So you can find out such a kind of entries. Okay, so that is what an important. And one more thing, Tata Steel, S-cards also we are looking at, and IDFC First Bank, RBL Bank will be there in the list. Okay, let me go for RBL 185. 185 call option in RBL Bank. So look at this, it's from morning. It was in buy signal and it is keep on moving higher and 13.8 where it started maybe around this point of 10 rupees or even 11 rupees if you are watching, and the stop loss would be you known by the sheet. Okay, another one more thing. So we can use for without a super trend. Maybe we can use for a awesome oscillator. That is also be one of the key indicator. If you are looking at when the awesome oscillator is more than zero, that means greater than zero, the stock having bullish in trend. Okay, in 15 minutes, it is today only turned green. Maybe on the second candle around 9:30. From that point, you can go for along with the super trend. Also, you can find out the stop loss. So this is what an area where still when if it is above greater than zero, still it is in positive. Below zero, it's negative. Look at this from here, it was moving. But what I'm just telling you, using that scanner, we can apply on the stock only quality and IDFC First Bank 80 call option. So you are asking about, that's why I'm making this video. IDFC First Bank 80 call option, correct? I'm right. IDFC First Bank, yeah, 80 call option. Look at this by using this one from the beginning around 9:30, 11th July. So maybe around 3.2, 4.4. But our advance entry is only above 5.4. So we are waiting for that entry. Once that entry is triggered, we are going to take a trade opportunity. But if you are using that Google Sheet, you can easily find out the trade entry before. Maybe you can use any indicators or charts and something like that, which you can use for. So that will give you such a intraday. You can, if you are using intraday, you will decide your stop loss and target based on your risk ability. Okay, so here in the sheet, it's about the scanner to finding out the stocks. It's not going to give you the buy sell signals. First, you need to understand about this particular concept. Okay, Tata Communication 1560, 123 is our entry point. This is what a strike price, and it's about a weekly strike price. Sorry, 1560, not 13. It's about 1560. If it is a liquid, and most important thing, you need to check the liquidity. Again, you can see today only it is moving more than zero. So maybe breakout also you can use. This is one of the indicator which is working better for option trading, and even you can use for a stocks also. If the stock which is greater than that point, like a zero, that maybe a bullish. So in bullish scenario, you can use for a indicator. Again, I can compare with the super trend here. If you find any entry, so there is a confirmation at this point. So the awesome oscillator is greater than zero, and also the super trend today it given you buy signal. Maybe I am not tracking that stock at this point. Maybe at this point I can track. Or again, if it is a reverse back, and this time I can retracement entry from 80 to 140. So that should be an opportunity which is available. By using our sheet, we can easily find out from the top 10 or top 15 stocks you can track. So maybe you are going to get a good opportunities for intraday. Okay. So that one, and monthly positional lot of stock which triggers our target almost 17 to 18 stock. And one more important thing, STFC is about entry which triggers on monthly basis. Initially on the 3rd of July, it was targeted trade in call side. Now STFC which triggers you the put side. So look at this 2820 put option, which given you the entry today only at closing hours, maybe around 2820. The STFC 2820, the put strike price which given you the entry. Sorry, it's about a call, and we are going to check the put strike price. And initially it given you the call opportunity, and look at this. And closing hour. Okay, at closing hours, it given you the opportunity. Even I was in the same by yesterday. Yesterday, it given you one more opportunity around 44. Now it is 73. Those who are watched on 15 minutes time frame. Prior to that, it wasn't below zero, so we can avoid it. Maybe if you are taken an entry at this point 58, maybe you are going to exit around 14 and 10 rupees. Loss also be possible. So without a loss, we cannot do. But from Monday, first entry, if you are following the super trend, and maybe a 5 minutes, it may be a lot of signal. So you can decide which kind of time frame or which time frame is best to you. And the stock selection is the key point by based on our strategy. And STFC bank also be there. In this STFC bank, this week, this monthly position, it triggers our stop. I hope you understood, those who are tried for this, and it triggers our stop. But if you are, I think if you are making a aging, that would be unprofitable based on our 2.1 3.2 strategy or F4 strategy, because it's now moving lower HDFC bar. So even I think one of my student, he was asking a lot of doubts on HDFC G's. Maybe you will understood 1645, and if you are looking for a daily time frame, it was on the lowest level comparing to that. I am not going to focus for a super trend. Okay, so it is the lowest level today, 1645. Maybe even if it is goes down slightly around 1600, that is what our expected level for this particular stock. Okay, so maybe around 1600, we can get a even more better benefit on this. So right now, STFC and STFC Bank, which is going to give you a trigger, and SRF, Bandhan Bank, which triggers a put side, Atul. So those who are watched Atul. So recently we launched about a weekly uh, system, and Atul, I think it's not a liquid one. Atul 7000, right? 7000 put option. Look at this. I think at a gap of last 3 4 days it was not traded, and today it by the gap of around 620. Maybe it is not a valid entry. So we seen our weekly sheet, right? So monthly, here we have added a new one. So for a monthly basis, weekly basis. In this week we have a STFC is there. Okay, so STFC in Adani Enterprise also be there, and IRCTC. You know well the strike price of Adani Enterprise 2400 from Monday if you are tracking. So let I'm going to show you one more interesting thing. Adani Enterprise 2400 is the call option. If I'm tracking from Monday, so maybe around 15 minutes. If you only find a bullish entry, so then you can go for maybe here super trend. Maybe why I'm using a super trend, it will show you the stop to stop loss. So this is what a 10th July yesterday. Yesterday is the entry point, maybe around 104. Maybe your stop loss is 78. After that, your stop loss trailing, and it went up to 160 more than 60 percentage, that is also generated based on this weekly sheet. I hope you understood. And the second stock is, first one is HDFC, because Atul is not liquid, OFS is also not liquid, and these are all the stock. And IRCTC also be there in the 630 call option. So Adani Enterprise and HDFC. Let me go for how you effectively use it. 2820, right? In 15 minutes, it was an put option. Call option that is not given you buy opportunity, then we can go for a put option. In what's happening HDFC, maybe it will give you the opportunity. Okay, today around 13.1 o'clock, so around 40 to 70. And from this week, if I'm focusing for a 10th of this, and yesterday it not given you opportunity, and it given you the breakout around 58 to 62, again return back, maybe your stop loss around the level of 51 got triggered, and the second entry which we got at 44, now 30 points. Maybe this trade, if you attended, maybe a failure, and the second trade it would be a profitable trade. Okay, so one more stock is about Adani, and that was okay. IRCTC, let me go for IRCTC 630 call option or a put option, which one given you entry. So initially it wasn't down, and Monday by the opening itself, and let me go for IRCTC put option. Maybe because it is a down, if I'm going to focus a put option, there is opportunity around 10th of July, immediately the entry from 15, it went up to 22. So it given you the better benefit. So using the sheet, it is about not for free to everyone. So it's about the student, those who are finished my classes. So you can use it. And NTPC, IEX, Tata Consumer Product, and today Tata Consume, Tata Chemical, and the Tata Steel 112 from yesterday. We are going to see the Tata Steel because the stock will be in the top list and also be on our list. So let me go for Tata Steel 112. Yeah, you got it. 945. That means on 10th of July yesterday, given you the opportunity from 4 rupees and it went up to 5.6. It's good enough profit, more lot size. Hope you understand how you can apply this one. Okay, so monthly IV sheet, that is also be a thing. And weekly position, this last 2 days market is not moving higher, it was very flat. So simple, fresh breakout after 9:30 the entry should be triggered. And one more important thing is about a liquid and quality stocks only you should focus, and don't go for a all F&O stocks. Because it is a scanner, it will be finding out all F&O stocks. Okay, if you want to access this sheet, it's about the cost is around 1200 per month. If you're really interested, you just go to my website. There is a video course which is available how to use this Google Sheet. So maybe I'm just discussing some of the things which is in this video, and after completing that it's around 97 rupees. After completing that, if you're ready or if you're able to use it without my strategy, and you can also access this Google Sheet and you can use it. Okay, thank you for watching this. And if you have any questions or at all, you just comment in the comment box. Thank you so much.